Today, I shall tell you a bone-chilling story of antiquity, hidden within the vast plains and deep forests of America. Seen through the eyes of a European, I have divided this tale into 5 stages. Imagine we are entering a dark tunnel of time, where each step stands 3,000 years apart. In Europe, we were just learning to build stone domes. But deep within this new continent, what I witnessed did not seem like a human design. 4 miles upon miles, massive earthen mounds have been constructed. The indigenous people carry soil in baskets, but there is no spark of joy in their eyes, only a strange, haunting terror. I saw them arranging the mounds into a colossal geometric pattern. At night, when fires burn atop those mounds, it feels as if the earth itself is breathing. As European, it occurred to me that they are not using these mounds to summon a god, but rather to pin down something deep within the earth, something that, if it ever woke up, would turn the world to ash. The first horror of America is this: the hunger of this earth is never satisfied. Another 3,000 years have passed, while the Roman Empire dominates Europe. Here in America, I witness a deathly silence. Deep in the forest, the people of the Hopewell civilization are immersed in strange rituals. They are crafting human skeletal faces out of copper and silver. One night, standing behind the trees, I watched the shamans dancing around a fire with deer antlers on their heads, but their shadows did not match the flicker of the flames. The shadows seemed to move independently. The horror here is solitude. Miles upon miles of towering pine rows, and within them hides a primal force that cannot tolerate human presence. Here, man is not the hunter. He is the prey. Location: ruined New York and the East Coast. Time has now leaped 3,000 years ahead of the present. The glittering America you once knew is now a rusted skeleton. Rising sea levels have swallowed the skyscrapers. I stand upon the ruins of a half-dead city made of steel. There are no humans here, yet the city is not quite dead. When the wind blows through broken glass, it sounds like the wails of thousands of people amidst the junk of plastic and wires. Mechanical sounds can still be heard. Servers or robotic voices still broadcasting advertisements for surreal products. This is the curse of extravagance. The civilization that once held nature in contempt now has its memories covered in moss by that very nature. The Great Plains of Central America. Stepping into the 6th millennium, I encountered a strangely peaceful world. No cities, no roads, only the swaying of tall grass. 4 miles, but the sky is different. Even during the day, black specks are visible in the sky. Those are the artificial satellites humans sent up thousands of years ago, now falling like dead meteors. I stood by a massive crater. Inside lay the remains of an ancient nuclear reactor, still emitting a faint blue glow. The horror here is the lack of permanence. We Europeans thought civilization was immortal, but these rugged American plains prove that human existence here is nothing more than a grain of dust. Nature has erased every mark in its own way. Grand Canyon and the North Pole's edge. In the final stage of the story, I saw that the primal silence has returned. The earth is now covered in snow. All the arrogance of European history has become meaningless here. I sit on the ledge of the Grand Canyon, where there is nothing but the sound of the wind. Suddenly, I spotted an ancient metal plaque buried under the ice. It vaguely reads, United States. But there is no one left to understand the meaning of those words. Reaching this end of the world, I realized what the true horror is. It isn't a ghost or a monster. It is oblivion. A continent that once ruled with power is now completely unrecognizable. As a European traveler, I understood no matter what we build upon the soil, in the end, the earth always wins. This story of America is not actually a ghost story. It is a cruel irony of time. Human vanity has repeatedly lost to the vastness of nature here. Every 3,000 years, only the actors have changed, but the underlying darkness and silence remain exactly the same.